That's one of our thrift masters. That's actually thrift master numero uno. I'll show you more in production.
I've driven one.
Yeah, so this is the FJ40 short wheelbase. This one's in eucalyptus green with the hard door option, and this is in the new school package. So this one's just ready to start its test drive miles, like we're just wrapping it up. Yeah, so we make our own bumpers and everything. Oh,
What do you do too?
this guy wanted 2 so he could have class 3 capability.
Oh,
So
I see.
the one that I engineered into our bumper we fabricate is class 2.
Okay.
Class 3, it needs to be fluted in chassis.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So this is the FJ production line, where we build off 4 variants in the 2 body styles. This is the Bronco production line. Only 1 body style, but new school and old school trim.
Right.
I think I have a new school here somewhere.
like
This
the
is an
scale.
old school. So again, more retro and hiding all the engineering. So our absurd brakes and coilover and all the stuff.
Jesus, this is supercar shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brembo's have been a great.
probably enough. Probably enough.
Yeah, it gets it done.
Probably
And it's
not bad.
hydro boosted too, so no throw you through the windshield.
Yeah.
And then these run the current production Mustang GT, Coyote, Fuelies. Wire harness is all geeked out like you, all aerospace grade and multi-pin lock collar, link wire, polyurea coated. We also
Polyurea.
powder coat these bodies before we paint them. So we
I
use
didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing I started doing about 20 years ago, and then technology caught up and made it better, and we started doing it again with the Broncos. So when the metal work is done, then the body goes back into the oven, gets silica blasted raw again, then gets a zinc-rich epoxy powder coat that's actually intended for undersea pipelines. Then goes back to the body shop, gets surfacing and blocking, then sealed, then conventional paint.
So does that mean having been powder,
Deeper
is this-
luster,
but
and
it's
way
softer? Like meaning, wouldn't it have more
Oh, it's
resilience
much harder.
to it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean ultimately. I meant that it would have more give so that it wouldn't chip as easily, I imagine, or no?
I don't think it's going to have an impact on that, but the most serious thing about it is
Corrosion.
it gets into every nook and cranny
Right.
that, wet paint primer gun just could never do. Plus you have the ionic charts,
Right.
mechanical and chemical too.
Right.
And then it has the side effect of making the paint jobs look way better.
This
It
is
gives it
Ford could
depth.
do this. Ford could do this with the new Bronco, right? But they can't.
No, it's not their model.
prohibitively
Yeah,
expensive.
No way in hell.
I like color a lot.
Yeah, this is a factory color. I think it's called boxwood. Anyway, I'm a big leather goober, so we always, especially with the old schools, all the interiors are one-off. So this textile is like from the Harem, which is like outdoor patio furniture supplier, not transportation. And then really nice leather. We do our own forged aluminum wheels that are made here in Cali that are either modern looking or like these are the old school.
I like that so
I
much.
cheated because of tooling expense. So we have the sprung stainless clips that go in for the hubcap retention.
Oh.
It's set up at 2 different bolt patterns, so I run the same wheel on my FJ as I do on the BR with a different hubcap.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just the icon wheel.
This one's a little vibrant, let's say.
Looks like the Mexico blue on Porsche.
Pues. I think actually it's some sports team. I'm not a sports dude.
Really?
But if I recall correctly, this client wanted it some team blue.
God, there's so many. Like, that's not a factory thing.
Yeah,
Was
factory
it?
original.
Was it?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
None of this is. We
Yeah.
redesigned the dash and then we redesigned the gauge cluster. These are aluminum extrusions
Instead of plastic.
instead of plastic.
Yeah.
Modern switch gear, and these would have been plastic originally, but we machine them, but they're in the factory inspired shape and these cool flute details. This is aluminum. The factory one was a chunk of plastic. This is factory rubber. We just left that alone.
It is. It's this nice, just as a repop.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah, the
good. It's pretty
repop
good,
actually,
yeah.
it's one of the better repop parts.
Yeah.
And then most of them, we always run Focal audio. This one did our elevated, so it's got the K2s with the remotes, the vented base ports built into the floor so it doesn't take any cargo space. The rears, all these sub boxes, all laser cut. These all get hidden by the pretty panels, but create
Oh, I
structure
see.
behind it. And this
Wow.
is that polyurea instead of undercoating. So after powder coat, into a different oven to get the polyurea, then out of that oven and then back for final color coat.
This is number, or whatever. These are in the. This is close to 100.
Yeah, there should be a tag on it.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about how many evolutions and how many changes came along during each run.
This is number 87 in
Okay.
production. You know Max tie downs?
No, but I was looking at them a while ago.
Yeah,
They're really nice.
Sexy raised trailer gear.
Wow.
So they're absurd. They're rated at 5,000 pounds, but they're bitching and
So you could almost pick
gorgeous
this
and
thing
they
up
don't
by it.
rattle.
Yeah, the way
We
they
actually
lock in.
built one for, we built an FJ for a client, and we had these fluted and braced at 6 points on the vehicle. And it was a diesel FJ, and its sole mission was provision runs on a research vessel. So they would literally
Really?
lift it off the boat, put it on the dock,
Okay.
go get it done,
Yeah.
bring it back, and then lift it. So yeah, they're really good.
For that.
Good gear.
For any of that.
Wouldn't recommend it personally, but what are you gonna do?
No,
this is the epoxy powder coat
Okay.
on the body. So like if you get into, you find me raw metal. I don't think anyone else is doing it.
How much
I mean,
do
it
you, how
takes
much do
more
you think
time
that
and more money.
adds? You know, what do you think it adds in terms of cost or time?
I didn't look at it that way. If I did, I probably wouldn't do it.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
But I mean, also today's quality like glass or primers,
Or
like
str- or
1,000 a gallon. So
Yeah.
this is an FJ body. This is the very first phase bay. So this is where we QC indexing all the different suppliers to make sure everything's fitted. Basically build it in white to a point, blow it apart, and then then it can go to powder.
Where is this made again? You told me, but I forgot.
Up outside of Vancouver in Canada.
It's so impressive.
Yeah, for a very simple process, they do a really good
Well, I mean,
job.
I don't know about here, but where I'm from, every FJ we ever saw as a kid, specifically like that rust in every single.
Oh, even out here, yeah, they're
nook and
absolute
cranny.
rust
Okay,
buckets.
yeah.
This is all our low-tech tools except for HD plasma.
It's all the good stuff. It's all the good
Pattern,
stuff.
but like our English wheel, our Rotex, and all that kind of stuff. And then I finally stepped up and got a electric shear. What a piece of
The
poop.
Derma?
Yeah, it sucks. Nothing but trouble. My old stomp shear never gave me any drama.
That's funny.
So I think I'm going back to
We have some of the
analog.
exact same tools.
And then laser.
Holy crap! I need this though.
Isn't that good? Yeah, laser and CNC are in the cleaner area in the
walk
other
around there.
building.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here's another Bronco old
I
school.
like that.
This one's done.
Is this one you're gonna let me drive?
Oh yeah, we can take it out and drive.
I don't
Sure.
care. I'm just.
I don't care.
I want to drive everything I look at.
This one has a funky interior, kind of cool. Built this for a lady.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll come back for that. Though.
Cool leathers and textiles.
For a lady,
Like
this is
more
perfect for
retro.
me.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was
yeah.
thinking.
That one.
What else do we have?
Now's the time of video where most people ask for money or donations or whatever. I'm not going to ask you for that. What I'm going to say to you is, if you want to see more videos and you want to learn more of what we've learned, and you want to see a deep dive into a lot of these topics, go to our website and buy something. We sell everything from motorcycle gear, helmets, motorcycle parts, specialized tools. We sell lots of things, and they've all taken us years to figure out what the best stuff is, and we figured it out. So go to revivalcycles.com. There's some really good stuff there. Everything from like kick-ass hand grips from Posh to Radiance LED lighting and everything in between. We want to teach you what we know, but this stuff takes time and it takes real effort to make these videos and make them good for you guys. So go support us by helping yourself to the cool stuff you already need. And it helps us because we make a little bit of profit and then we can justify doing more videos. Thanks for your support.